An NHS Trust has accepted responsibility for the death of a pensioner in 2010 after a routine operation to remove gallstones.
Dennis Edwards' throat was torn during the operation. He was then given food and drink, which caused an infection that eventually killed him. Callum Watkinson reports.
We miss him. He was sort of like there for all of us. Very caring, very loving, would do anything for anybody.
For 3 years now, Dennis Edwards' family has been mourning a husband, father and grandfather who went to hospital to have gallstones removed and never came home.
It's been a long 3 years. There's been times where we've wanted to give up, but the strength within our family, we've decided that we're not going to give up, and we wanted answers to, where the mistakes were and if they could improve by the mistakes. We were told that it was a very routine operation and he would have been out the next day if everything had gone okay.
But it didn't. His throat was torn during the operation. Though the surgeon suspected this, an X-ray didn't confirm it, and food later leaked through the perforation into Dennis's chest cavity. A nil by mouth instruction on his chart might have saved him.
This was something very minor. The operation was very minor, and the consequences were major, and we're glad that they have admitted that they've learnt by the mistakes.
A coroner found that an infection in his chest caused multi-organ failure and recorded a narrative verdict. The Trust has now reached an undisclosed settlement with the family.
Several experts were involved in providing their own independent expert opinion on what happened, and it took several years to try and come to conclusion. The Trust, after being served with formal documents, provided an admission and offered to settle the case quite quickly.
Telford and Shrewsbury Hospital's NHS Trust have apologised, saying they clearly failed to provide the standard of care they aspire to deliver. All patients like Dennis, in whom a perforated esophagus is suspected, now receive nil by mouth as a matter of course. A change in protocol, his family says, has made their grief a little easier to bear.
We're glad that we've got answers for the mistakes that have been made, and we've got comfort to know that this will never happen to another family again.